Now, Tabby, holidays are a time when we do a lot of prepping. We go shopping, we're cooking, we're planning parties, but our pets could use some prepping too.
Oh, yeah. I think that's something that people don't always think about is while we're prepping our house and we're decorating and we're getting ourselves together and we're going in and we're taking pictures, we're not really thinking about our furry friends. And you're correct. We need to do a little bit of prep for them as well.
Okay, now I think that it starts with kind of the basics of like, let's clean up our acts a little bit.
Yeah, I think the number one thing people think about when they think about getting their pet prepped for the holiday season is definitely getting clean. And we have lots of ways to help you make your pet squeaky clean for the holiday season. First, if you want to do it at home, we have lots of different shampoos and sprays. We've got our very own Incredipet line that's got some really yummy smelling things. My personal fave, we have a vanilla blackberry smelling spray. Love the way it makes my dog smell. He hates it when I bury my face in him after I'd use that on him. We also have our self-service pet wash where you come in and you pay and we give you your towels and everything, but you get to go in and bathe them and leave the mess behind and we clean it up for you, which, I mean, come on.
Especially with big dogs, that's huge.
Yeah, big, hairy dogs,
Yeah.
and even some cats. I have been privy to watching a few cats be bathed, and wow, those people deserve extra credit.
Yeah.
And then lastly, lots of our locations are expanding with grooming salons, so if that's something that you want to do, you can definitely go to feederspetsupply.com and look into making a grooming appointment as well.
Okay, so once we have them cleaned up, then it's time to calm them down, and you have everything for that.
Sometimes you want to calm them down before you clean them up, too. Yeah, we have everything you need for that. Like I said before, we've got ingestible items with things like chamomile in them to make them just kind of chillax a little bit. We've got plug-ins, which I love this time of year. You can plug it in whatever room you're spending the most time in, and it does release a pheromone that makes them feel really calm and relaxed and just happy with life. And then if you're traveling, we have a collar version of that as well.
Okay, so once we've like given them a bath and done all that, calm them down, but also a whole thing is dog breath, and you have some treats and stuff that actually help with that.
Yes, definitely. If you're going to have your grandma over and your doggy's going to be in her lap giving her kisses, we need to make sure that our breath is squeaky clean as well. Also in the Incredipet line, we've got some things you can add to the water, some sprays, but we also have traditional chews and treats like greenies that you can just pop one in, let them chew it, and it helps make their breath better from the inside out.
And that's like a gift for everyone that's going to come in contact with them.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, now I know during the holidays, people like to get different, festive pajamas, different stuff like that, and you have all of that too. They shouldn't be left out.
Oh, no, they shouldn't be left out at all. And, I'm thinking about, taking my family picture with my husband and my dog, and I want us all matching. We've got everything from these lovely little antlers you see here to pinwheels and bow ties and pajamas and shirts and just the cutest little things that you can put on them and annoy them, of course, just to make them super festive this holiday season.
Okay, and I know that your dog is definitely your baby. My cat is my baby. And what do you do with, any kind of kids, whether they have furry or not? You get them toys.
Oh, yeah. So as we're prepping our house and decorating for the holidays, we also want to think about decorating their toy box. And we have every manner of red, green, reindeer, Santa, you name it. We even have lamb chop with reindeer antlers on. So we've got a little bit of everything to fill up their toy basket to make it look festive.
Okay, now Tabby, earlier in the show, we talked a little bit about if you're going out of town and taking your pets along with you. And we talked a little bit about the importance of harnesses and stuff, but there's more to consider than that.
Oh, yeah. When you're traveling, you need to take a lot of things into consideration. You need to make sure that you have their food, their favorite treats. You want to make sure you have a collapsible water bowl because you're going to need to stop and let them take a sip every now and then. You'll need poop bags because you'll be stopping to let them use the bathroom. If you have a cat, you're going to need a disposable litter box. And then you also need to think about where you're headed to as well because grandma might not have all the things that you need. So the beauty is, if you aren't quite prepared and you're getting ready to leave town, you can go to feederspetsupply.com, place a curbside order at the closest store, and it'll be ready for you by the time you're literally heading out of town.
That is amazing. And you have so many locations that you're going to find one.
You'll hit one.
I love that. Okay, now stick around because coming up, we have more from Feeder's Pet Supply. So Tabby, you and I have been talking all morning about taking care of our pets for the holidays. We've talked about the basic stuff, but the holidays are about fun. Let's talk about gifts for pets.
Yeah, so this is my jam. This is my favorite thing to talk about because I think there's nothing more fun than helping a customer who's coming in looking for gifts for their pets. I can tell you that my dog has a very long Christmas list, and I'm sure we'll touch on some of his favorite things today, but let's start with dogs. A bed, a new bed. If you're not getting your dog a new bed for Christmas, are you even living? My dog has a bed in every room. In fact, in some rooms he has two. That doesn't mean he's not getting a new one this year. As it starts to get colder and we want to bundle up, so do our pets. So let's get them a nice warm bed. Same can go for cats. They even though they would be happy with the box that the bed comes in, we should probably treat them to a bed as well.
Okay, of course we think about like cats and dogs, but what about like our little furry friends?
Yeah, so at Feeders, we have a full small animal, full cage bird, reptile, and fish departments. So you can do everything from upgrade the cage that your kid's hamster is in, all the way up to a full fish tank setup. So, I mean, we've got a little bit of everything from toys and treats to fun stuff for all of our furry or finned creatures.
Okay, and I know that the holidays are a time too where some people get new pets, and you have everything for them as well.
Yes, please come see me if you've got a new puppy or kitten, because there's nothing more fun than putting together all the things that need to go underneath the Christmas tree. I mean, for puppies alone, I hate to harken on it, but beds, we need a new crate, we need puppy pads, we need stain and odor remover, we need tons of toys, we need training treats. My dog's favorite treats right now are Intuition. I would love to give you every flavor because your puppy's going to go nuts. And for kittens, it's the same. You know, we need litter box, we need new litter, we need toys because their little minds go crazy. I mean, you know, you've got a cat, 1 minute they're on the ground and the next minute they're on top of the refrigerator.
Yes, okay, and for anyone too, maybe even smaller kids that are getting like maybe their first fish or their first rodent, and you kind of have those kind of starter kits as well.
Yeah, we do. Fish is a perfect example. I always like to give small fish tank kits to my nieces and nephews because it's an easy way to get them into being a pet lover without mom and dad having to do a whole lot of work. But we have kits that range from, you know, $10 all the way up to hundreds of dollars. So for whatever budget you've got, we've got it. Same for the small animals and the reptiles.
Okay, now you mentioned, you kind of teased to your dog's Christmas list. Okay, beds are cool, that's awesome, but I bet there's some fun stuff on there.
Oh yeah, he's probably going to get one of every toy. And fun fact, if you buy your dog Christmas toys for Christmas, that's not cool. You wouldn't buy your mom a Christmas serving dish for Christmas, right? So it's very important that you come in and you go down our extensive toy aisles and pick out some fun stuff. So yeah, he's getting some toys that are not Christmas themed. He's getting tons of treats. I mean, if you asked him, he doesn't have enough, so.
Okay, my cat, and I've talked about him before, he is kind of a holy terror. His gift is going to be a scratching post because he has started scratching like a banister in my house with paint chips. So I'm like, this is a functional gift, but he needs it.
Cat furniture is actually one of the most functional gifts you can get for Christmas, and it's something that I think every cat could enjoy. Also, if you haven't thought about it or you don't have one, an automatic litter box. That's really a gift for you as well as them.
Yes, that is my most dreaded thing. And also another thing for cats, and we've talked about this in the past, is the water dishes, like the fountains. It's so important.
Oh yeah, because we have talked about this in the past. You know, cats really need to up their water intake. Dogs do too, but particularly cats. And what better way to get them to do it than to have the water fresh, flowing, and cool? I mean,
absolutely. And for anyone that has someone in their life that is a pet lover, this is a place where you can get a gift or even a gift card.
Yeah, we have a lot of different gifts. A gift card is definitely the way to go because it's the right size and the right color, and you know they can get exactly what they want. But we do have everything from fun holiday socks all the way up to wild bird feeders and just things for all the animal lovers in your life.
And of course we can come into one of your many locations, but shopping online is super easy.
It's definitely the easiest way to go. If you go to feederspetsupply.com, you can either set up a curbside order or even a home delivery order. And let's be real, this time of year, who doesn't want all of their stuff brought to their house?
I want everything brought to my house year round.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joanne and Tabby. We hope that you have learned so much here in this half hour on how to make sure that your pets also enjoy the holidays. We also know that you've probably missed Eric King's face. I have too. So we're going to send it back to the studio after the break.